Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday Night Special, the show that is really hard to get people to show up for. But we're still here live on Saturday to help you guys out. We got a lot of cool stuff, so sit back, hang out. We're going to give Sam a minute to actually do his part. So we will kick off the intro now.
Warning. The following video contains material that some viewers may find harmful or could be traumatizing to some audiences and doesn't reflect the opinion of Renovision. Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah. You think with the time change we start the show too early now?
I don't know, but I like it.
It's the same time for us. It's just not the same time for everybody else.
Sucks to be them done, doesn't it?
Yes. How is everybody tonight? Sam thinks it's 3:00 in the afternoon.
I got bamboozled by the time change. Do you guys like my new digs?
I do. I like it. New setup. Looks good.
Yeah. A little echoey. My wife put together a new office for me, and she filled it with all my One Piece stuff and some of my Thor stuff.
Is that her way of saying, look, you need to get this nerd shit out of our bedroom?
Yeah, basically. She's like, we need some space.
She's like, you gotta go. She's like, I love you, but your shit can't stay here. You gotta go.
It's time for you to go.
Thor and Dr. Jones. You remember that song from Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
No, I did not watch Big Bang Theory. You know that.
Thor and Dr. Jones. Oh, man. Oh, my whole body hurts. Working out is stupid.
You still hurt from your...
Oh, yeah? Tell us about... So, Kyle, for those of you who don't know, Kyle has now joined an assassin's fitness group. He's learning Krav Maga so that he can murder people who call him fat.
Yep. And hopefully the process I get skinny, then I won't have to murder people because they call me fat.
And then he'll just murder them for fun.
It was pretty fun. I mean, my first class was pretty fun. They said, for being a big guy, I did more than they thought I was going to. Because I did, I'm really out of shape. I'm not, so like, when we were exercising and warming up and everything, it was kicking my ass. But we were learning to disarm people with guns.
Ooh. How many times did you get killed in that drill?
A couple. A couple times. I got some bruises from trying to take the gun, and it fucking was hitting me and shit, because we were using these wooden guns, and
they kept pistol whipping you?
Yeah.
I think every time you talk about that, I think of that meme that you see on TikTok or Instagram where the instructor's showing him how to do it, and the guy tries to do it, and all of a sudden you hear the gun go off, and the dude's like standing at the pearly gates looking around.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. This week before I go to my next one, I'm gonna get the American flag.
You're gonna get the Rex Kwon pants.
Yeah,
there you go. Do you think anyone wants to take a roundhouse kick while I'm wearing these bad boys?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
But it was pretty cool though.
Think anybody thinks I'm weak when I go home to Starla every night?
Forget about it.
It's awesome, man. So now you can just see someone walking down the street and be like, that guy has a burrito I want, and you can disarm him for his burrito. Just scream Krav Maga and take his burrito from him.
I am going to disarm you for your burrito. Sorry for the nut shot.
But not that sorry.
That's
That
awesome.
would be funny though. Like he's walking with the burrito like this, and I'm like, fucking headbutt him and take his burrito. Cop McGraw, bitch.
Oh man,
Good times.
It was pretty cool. I mean, there was like 6 people there, so
that shit gets
myself.
intense. Like I said, Kellen used to do that, and I went to one session where him and Brent were sparring together, and he just like tossed Brent around the mat and like gave him a concussion and shit. Like that shit gets pretty intense.
They're like, yeah, you know how like they give you the free one because they're like, you know, they want to get you, and it works. Like I got there and had a good time, and I was like, fuck yeah, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're leaving. I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I should do this. And then they're like, you know, for right now, for an additional $330, you can get all the gear, and then you can come back and fucking really fight people. And I was like, what?
You know what?
What?
You know what might work a little faster? Steroids.
Yeah, it was
I need to get you a steroid regimen. And
like, you gotta get all the gear, and then you could really like. And I was like, what? I'm not, dude. It's been 1 hour, buddy. Let's talk on the phone first before we really get that intimate with each other.
For only $499.99, and we will give you gear so we can kick your ass. Pay to get your ass whooped.
They're like, you know, we do these ones where we do like a flight simulation. We're on a plane. So I guess I don't know if they go to somewhere where there's it's like an old plane or something, and like they do like training exercises if somebody like tries to take over the plane. Yeah,
That's
and I'm
cool.
like,
so you get to do different scenarios.
yeah,
That's cool.
We're gonna
It's like-
teach you how not to freak
It's like
out.
badass cosplay, you know?
I was more like, all right, if I can get through the jumping jacks, we'll see how it goes.
They made you do jumping jacks.
Well, you know, you got to warm up and stretch and stuff, and everybody did this one thing, and I was like trying to like, I don't know, it was like get down like in a push up, but almost like what's that dog style in yoga?
Downward facing dog.
Something like that. And I was trying to get down there, and they ran over like, whoa, guy your size, just do this. And they just had me put my foot up against the wall and lean forward.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. They didn't have to, I guess they didn't want to watch me struggle going to the fucking floor and trying to get up.
He's not signed you up yet. Our liability insurance won't cover him. Just put your foot on the wall, please, gently.
Just slowly lean forward till you feel a slight stretch.
We don't need to have him be sued for a muscle strain here, people.
But I mean, when I left, I was drenched in sweat, so it might have been because it was like 200 fucking degrees in there. I don't know.
I mean, I can get you drenched in sweat just playing dodgeball. You can come play dodgeball.
I'm getting drenched in sweat just looking at you.
Well. What do you know?
Hey now.
That was very romantic of you.
You
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You guys need some privacy?
No, I need to find
Yeah.
I need to find weird manga to showcase.
Later. How's it going, Sam? But how would you? So last week we talked, Matt. We talked that you got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the ball and chain connected to you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I showed some pictures.
Did you?
Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
I said I got some odd pictures of me feeding you cake.
Did you get them?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Show it.
I'm not showing them.
I did tell everybody that I made you feed me cake and that we danced.
Yeah. One of those is true.
You guys are so cute.
Which they are both true.
One of those is true.
You fed me cake and then you twirled me on the dance floor.
Yep. And then and my vows were for you secretly also.
The first like paragraph and a half were. I'm the one that motivates you, and I'm the one that is there for you, and the one to make sure all that was all me.
Definitely motivate me, sir.
All right. Anything else going on with you guys?
Oh man, too much to even freaking talk about. But when we get to dodgeball, I've got some incredible footage to share. We ventured into the other dodgeball league here in Arizona, and no, we're not trying to join forces. It did not go well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I saw that footage you posted online, and I was like, is this just like a firing squad? It looked like you all just stood there in a line and just were like, don't move, just
That was me.
effortlessly dodge. Yeah. No, I know, but it looked just like they were taking turns throwing the ball, and it didn't look like dodgeball at all.
Yeah, they play a very different style than what we play. And I guess we could do it right now since that's already queued up in the doc, the Google doc. But oh, dude, here we go. I found my WTF manga.
I mean, we can save it, but whatever you want to do. If you want to talk dodgeball, we can talk dodgeball. If you want to save it, we can save it.
But yeah, that was a big thing. So I look forward to that at the end. As the show progresses. But the other thing was we got another win in flag football, man, and it freaking feels good.
Damn, dude, you're kicking ass, taking names.
We've got a winning season. We got 3-2, and then we're headed to the playoffs. So I'm feeling really good, man. So after all last year, not winning a single game, we're 3-2. What's that?
Said you felt so good, you thought it was 3:00 just now.
Yeah, I got home and the clocks were all wrong. That's my fault, though. That's 100% my fault.
What, the power went out at your house? And
yeah, it was weird.
Damn, it's pretty. It's not so. It seems kind of dark for 3:00.
Yeah. My wife's like, "Oh, it's past dinner time." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, what time is it?" So I was rushing to join. I'm really sorry about that.
I'm going to an evening with Kevin Smith tomorrow night to watch Clerks 3, and I'm going to see if I can get a selfie of him crying just for you, Kyle.
Oh God, I hope so, because he doesn't fucking cry very often. Jesus Christ.
Let's see if I can get a personalized video to my friend Kyle as he cries.
I'm sure he fucking cried as he crossed the California state. Arizona, I love Arizona.
Is he known for crying a lot?
Duh, the motherfucker cries if the wind blows.
If the wind blows?
Dude, he fucking cries putting on clothes. He gets, I love putting on clothes.
Okay, so my football kids, they screw up all the time, right? Kids make mistakes all the time. And then I yell at them and I tell them, if coach is yelling at you, all you need to say is yes, coach, and then we move on. I say, you cannot cry during the game.
There's no crying in football.
Well, I mean, but it's serious. Like, do you know why you can't cry during the game? And they're like, no.
This is man shit.
I said, because we're depending on you to win this game. And if you're crying, you can't see and you can't breathe. So quit crying. Cry on your own time. There's nothing wrong with that. You can cry on your own time. But while you're playing the game, you stop crying. Don't cry at all.
I cried.
And they're like, okay, yes, coach, yeah. But they still cry. They still cry a little bit.
I remember I cried during football when I signed up. I remember it was like, when you joined Pop Warner, like your first 2 weeks, like they consider it like Hell Week.
Yeah.
And I remember I was kind of late and I showed up. And this is why I quit football. I never played it again. I remember the coach was mad. You're late. You need to get dressed. And I was like, all right, I'm walking over to the bathroom. You got a jock strap on? Change in front of everybody. And I was like, what? Dude, I'm like 9. What are you talking about? We stripped down because I got a jock strap on. You're fucking stupid. So I cried and went home and I never played football again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's freaking stupid.
Are you even getting paid for this, dude? Or this is like volunteer work, right? You don't get paid to be a coach, right? You just do it for the love of the game.
I get a T-shirt, and I get to coach my kid.
And then my sisters were cheerleaders, so they had to do the whole season. So then I still had to go to all the games afterwards because my sisters were cheerleaders for the team.
I think high school football coaches get paid.
Well, yeah,
High school does, but
no, but I was talking like Pop Warner. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we don't get paid.
Over enthusiastic father. You know, change in front of everyone. You got a jock strap on, or a cup, or whatever he said. You know what I mean? I was like, "Ooh, I don't even think I have that on. You know,
right to your face. Jeez Louise, what a guy! What a freaking guy!
Right. I hope here's a small place in hell for him. But I have a
Did you guys cover the anime news that I posted last week?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Damn it.
Well,
no easy out for you, Sam.
What's that?
No easy out for you.
No easy out for me. You guys want to get into the news yet?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Yay!
Yeah, that's great.
Starting off tonight with Gargoyles news from Dynamite Comics. Last month, Bleeding Cool mentioned that Dynamite Entertainment had told comic book retailers this week that at Baltimore Diamond Retailer Summit, they had received an initial order of over 100,000 on Gargoyles #1. Recent Dynamite launches have seen them using final order cutoffs to increase their final orders for 2 to 3 times. So we wondered how high this would go when it came to its final order cutoff date on Monday, the 14th of November, before publication on the 7th of December. Now we know 179,093 copies ordered by retailers in advance. This will easily make book the highest selling Dynamite comic book of the year. As Darkwing Deck #1 only comes out in January 2023, just for context, that makes it outsell Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man, pretty much everything in the direct market of comic book shops. And that's before they do a second printing. When they were at 100,000 units, that was 70,000 units direct market, 30,000 units in exclusive cover variants, commissioned especially for individual retailers. Of the 179,000 units, both the direct market and exclusives went up. So the exclusives broke 38,000 units, and the other 141 units are the direct market. So effectively, the direct market numbers doubled at FOC.
So, and this is the Hive Comics Gargoyles, because since they're so awesome and they come on every week now to talk about indies, I figured I'd put their book up.
Absolutely. Those guys are awesome. I can't believe they're on Renovision every week.
Dude, that is such a cool cover.
I mean, I think it's Tyler Kirkham.
That's amazing.
I mean, it is
I raced home to watch Gargoyles. This is such a cool cover. I like the take on all of them.
They've got the.
Where's the little guy?
I mean, Goliath looks like he's a member of Metalocalypse a little bit, but
yeah.
Otherwise, everyone else looks dope.
So the Hive Comics, since they're on Renovision every week doing shit with us, their exclusives came out yesterday at 2 p.m. and they have a Virgin and then the one they show here.
Are they sold out yet?
Trade dress. Aw. Your #1 fan's here.
Oh, Lopez. Welcome.
He's here for Maddie. So shout out to the Hive boys. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us and showing off your books. I mean, Are you guys excited for this?
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already I set my pull list yesterday or on Wednesday when I went in my shop. I'm super excited for that.
Thanks, Darth. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. But I mean, I really like this Tyler. I mean, I'm a fan of Tyler Kirkham, so I think he does awesome art. And I mean, it's cool the Hive Boys that they got. Did they do this with the Bird City crew? No, they have their own different one. Never mind. So shout out to them. Oh,
there looks like there's so many #1 variants for this book, though, man.
well, I mean, what did it say? How many? There's 70,000 of the to comic retailers.
When they were at 100 units, that was 70,000 units direct market, 30,000 units an exclusive cover variant commissioned, especially when so 30,000.
So I mean, because I know the Bird City, theirs are actually pretty cool too. I don't know if you've seen them.
I've not seen the Bird City one, but I wonder if it's the one I just got a text message about.
It is. It is indeed. Which one did you pre-order? Here, I'll share my screen right now and show.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Bird City ones.
I think the Hive Boys. I think they nailed it.
Hive one's really good. The Bird City one's not a fan. That the one of like Goliath on his own looks a little yeah, not great.
Do they have all these different covers?
I don't want to slam on anybody. It just doesn't look great.
Here, I'm going to present real quick.
There's a David Nakayama.
So it looks like they've got. I like the one where he's surfing. It's kind of cool. Is these all their covers? Yeah.
There's a Jay Lee. Jay Lee has a cover. Tony Fleece has a cover. One. Yeah, the VHS.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Tony and Trish one. That's kind of cool. Sold the fuck out. Yeah, the Tony and Trish one is pretty cool. This version right here, the lyrics version, is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the one I want. But it's a retailer exclusive. It's a sweet looking cover. Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti have one. The David Nakayama is the main A cover.
So, if you like the Bird City or
see, I don't like that Goliath one, standalone Goliath one, just irks me. I don't know. It's just something about it.
Which
you got one? The Nakayama, the Bird City one that you were showing with Goliath standing there by himself on like the side of the building.
Let me see. Oh, the Goliath one?
Yeah.
The Ivan Tao one?
Why?
Which one? That one?
It's whatever the Bird City one was. Is it the Ivan Tao one? It's the
here.
Pull up the Bird City one again.
Ed says, "Just tell us how you feel, Matt. Be real."
I don't want to trash it. It just looks bad.
Ash can.
It just looks bad. Like I don't know. It looks like Goliath is like taking a shit. All right, I'll be real. The cover looks like Goliath just took a massive shit in his hand and he's looking at it. He's checking it for like peanuts. If you pull it up, like it just does not look good to me.
Oh, the corn.
I don't want to shit on Bird City because they're good people, but like it's just not a good cover. I don't, in my opinion. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It just like here, I'll send it to you, Kyle. I'll fucking screen cap it and send it to you. And you'll be like, oh my god, it does.
I'm
look
looking
like
for
he's
the
taking a shit.
ash. I'm looking for the ash can one. I was just looking at it. I think I know which one you're talking about.
It just looks like he's taking a doo-doo, man.
Oh yeah. I was just looking at that one. That one.
It literally looks like he just took a doo-doo and he's inspecting it.
Isn't that what everybody does?
No.
No. Damn, I really want this. I don't know if I want this VHS variant now because it's sold out or because it's fucking cool. A little bit
When
of
does
both.
that book even come out? It comes out December. I don't know when in December though.
So I mean, it looks like everybody's on this one. I'm trying to find the ash can. If you could send it to me, but I'm gonna find it.
I'm trying to find out like when the book actually releases. I think the ash can is the ash can already came out. I think the ash can came out a few weeks ago. I want to say the ash can is just like is the Nakayama, but
oh, here it is. I found it. Yeah, store exclusives are kind of out of hand.
they're gonna be more out of hand with gargoyles.
Oh, it's the one where it looks like he's surfing.
Oh, okay.
It's this one.
Yeah, it's the Nakayama. That's the. Yeah. I think that's also the main cover. That'll be the main cover for the book as well.
That's it. Looks like everybody's excited about it, though. That's good. No, I'm not going to log in.
So many variant covers, man.
It's crazy,
that's a cool
right?
one, too. This other Nakayama one's... Oh, that's for issue 2.
I still love the Kirkham cover.
Goliath.
Oh, he said not that one. Damn it.
That's the only ash can I've seen.
If you could shoot it to my Instagram. If you could shoot it to my Instagram, Bruce, that'd be cool.
So the VHS cover is a 1 in 20.
Slides are done, boys.
I looked on. Thank you, sir. I mean, it is. Is it? Oh, I'd like to get the Trish one. That one's not sold out. Here, I'm going to put an add to cart. There.
They have a Nakayama metal cover, Nakayama limited virgin. Then they have the 1 in 250 Nakayama virgin foil. Crazy.
We still on gargoyles covers.
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah. They have a blank cover.
So, all right.
But there you go. Gargoyles comes out December 7th.
That's my birthday.
Gargoyles number 1.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
I'm looking forward to the Darkwing Duck. in January.
I wonder how many covers there's going to be to that one.
There's a few. I don't know. Like I haven't seen all the Stars exclusives yet. I've just seen like what have been teased, and there's a lot of cool ones.
I hope there's one where it looks like he's looking at his poo.
There needs to be. Darkwing Duck actually comes out January 4th, so the first week in January. There's still a lot of like unreleased covers. Was that one from your yeah, there's like one like that's from the same artist that's doing all those Flash covers that you love so much.
Mm-hmm. Hate this thing.
Adolfo's variant for this book is so gnarly.
What's it look
in
like?
a good way. It's the B cover also. Here, I'll share it. It's this one right here. Oh, it's not sharing. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. It's like very Batman-esque.
Yes.
Yeah. And the cover looks badass.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh shit! Sorry.
There's the one by your favorite artist that's doing all those weird Flash covers.
That's pretty cool. I do like the Sash Cat one. So
share it. Sharing is caring.
That one is better than most of the Flash covers he's done.
Right. But
those fucking Flash covers are garbage that he's doing. So, all right. Enough with the...
Yeah. The Heritage Auctions, Rob Liefeld's first Deadpool artwork. House is selling a huge amount of high-end original comic book artwork with pieces going under the hammer today that tell the story of some of the biggest superhero comic books over the decades and the creators who worked on them. As part of their 2020 November 17th through 20th Comic and Art signed auction number 7283 listing, here's just a tiny smothering of what is on the offer. Rob Liefeld's first preliminary sketch of the appearance of Deadpool from New Mutants 98, currently with bids totaling $31,000. The second following page, preliminary sketches following for slightly less money. Mummies.
They're spell checking in that. I had to keep it. It's what they wrote. Didn't want to have to put it in like brackets. What they really meant to write. Would you pay $31,000 for the original sketches?
No, dude. Look at that. Like, look at this calf on Deadpool right here. Good God. And look at all the pencil lines. So he drew it bigger 2 times before he actually inked it. Good night.
It's so funny, right?
And this one looks like a character inside of his calf. Look at this. Here's the body, the eyes, the belly button, the little mouth. Like it looks like a little character inside of his character.
Dude, his feet are so weird.
Good night, man.
Daddy drew it bigger. It's so funny.
No.
That
who's
calf,
that supposed to be?
That side calf profile is not big enough.
Who in their right mind was like, hey, yo, like,
wait, so which one is the redraw?
This Deadpool's hot.
Which one is the redraw?
Here's the inked one, and then like he's got pencil lines here first, and then another pencil line out here first. Again, like, so it looks like he's like, no, that's too big. No, that's too big. Oh, that's just big enough.
Because they look very similar, but they're not the same.
Says, I would spend 31 cents. Dude. I don't know.
It's bad. Did he inked it, right? He went back over and he like totally inked everything.
It looks like it. But it looks like it's also drawn on a bar napkin.
Okay, but which one is the redraw? The one on the right or the left? Because the one on the right looks narrower than the one on the left.
These are 2 different pages.
These are the same. These are depicting the same thing.
Then I fucked up.
Yeah, it's this. Yeah, I think you fucked up then because they're the two exact same
So
pages.
here,
It's all
I
right,
didn't
Kyle.
realize-
But the one on the left
copied
looks
them.
wider than the one on the right.
This was the other one. I'll share it real quick. This was the other page.
I see.
So
Is
He
that
did it
supposed to be
again
Bruce
here.
Banner? Who is
He
that?
did it
thought
again
I-
there too.
right here,
Yeah,
dude. Wah! Like, dude, I'd be worried if the side of my muscle went out that way.
dude, he looks like he had a stroke while he was trying to draw that hand.
This one or this one?
That one.
This one.
Yeah.
He's got witch fingers, bitches.
Rob
Yeah, this
Liefeld fights Rob Liefeld.
That looks like
You know
more
what-
like Egon Spangler than it does Cable in that top picture.
It's always the
I
quiet
think
ones.
he gave him a nice little. Gave him
Yeah,
some
he's got like a
little
Frankenstein jock.
definition. Dude.
And this guy keeps getting work, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand it.
Jesus. What is this right here? Is this a leg or a mountain or
That's Deadpool's dick right there.
it's my dick?
That would be Deadpool.
Do you see these lines going through it? I wonder if he got
Assholes?
mad and was like, no, not like this. Stupid Rob.
He's beating himself up like Chris Farley.
I'm an idiot.
I'm so stupid.
This is not what Deadpool look like. Idiot. I hate you, Rob.
Come
You hate
on.
me, Rob. I hate
Come
you,
on.
Rob.
Do it right.
Yeah, it looks like he did that everywhere, though. Oh, can't draw calf. Oh!
Tyson said, I'd spend more on Jonah Hill's dick pics from Superbad.
Hey, fair play.
But that's, yeah. Stupid Rob.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you got the money and $31,000 is burning a hole in your pocket for that, nah,
I
more
mean,
power
I
to
probably
you, I guess.
could've, like, found it like walking down the alley or something. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, this is Rob's. I hate you, Rob drawings. Now every time he draws something, that's what I'm gonna picture.
He goes through this cycle where he's like, "Oh, this is going cool. Oh, I hate myself. I'm so
I
stupid."
hate me and Rob Liefeld.
He's just self-destructively drawing pictures.
Yeah, every character is his face so that he could destroy his own ego.
You're so ugly, Rob.
I hate myself.
That's fucking funny. All right.
Poor Rob. Comic book creator Mike Hawthorne tweeted a recent payment slip for an unnamed comic book publisher saying, "I'm not trying to spill any tea, but this is why many comic artists die poor and cynical. It shows royalties from a comic book totaling $354.65 with deductions for prior payments and advances for $353.21, leaving a total of $1.44 payable to the creator."
That's
Bro,
That's super fucked.
That's not a lot of money. I mean, did he get paid? But he got advances, right?
Yep, he got advances. So I guess, I mean, It's kind of like what the record companies do too, right? They give you a bunch of money to put out an album, and then when you get the sales, they take their cut back out.
Yeah.
Here's $500 to draw us this. Thank you. Cool. It made $508. So here's your 56 cents.
Yeah, and for digital, $1,423.71. Total earnings $233. Or sorry, digital is $119.02. Print net revenue $2,787.06. Total earnings $233. Foreign licenses $31.43. Total revenue royalties paid $2.63. Total royalty earnings $354.65. Less prior payments and advances $353.21. Yeah, dude, that would piss you off to get a check in the mail for
$1.44. Just roll it over. Roll it over to next month.
You're probably spending more on the paper than that it costs to just print that check and send it. Then
I'd put it on the wall.
Else.
Yeah, you can't even buy a new pen for that much.
No,
I'd frame it. I mean, I wouldn't have enough money to buy the frame, but I would frame it and I would put it on the wall because what else are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
And that's why when your favorite artists and writers come to Comic-Con,
now you're knowing why they're charging $30 for a signature.
Yes. Because they're getting checks for $1.44. So now I know why Tony Moore will draw you a $300 zombie that's the size of a $50 because Kirkman probably sends him checks for 35 cents.
Speaking of that, tomorrow night is the series finale of The Walking Dead.
Yep, that's it. It's done. Did you see that Kirkman is back suing AMC for like another $100 and something million?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's on top, and that's an additional lawsuit on top of the lawsuit that he's already filed that hasn't even been settled yet.
I mean, he had to have made some money from AMC.
Oh, I think he's made tons of money from them, but
just not enough.
Yeah.
Just not enough.
He's like, oh man, my another comic book of my Oblivion song tanked now.
Let's sue AMC for The Walking Dead again.
I need more money. Let's do another lawsuit against AMC.
But yes, this is the exact reason why when your favorite artist, I'm gonna say it again, when they're at Comic-Cons, when they're at shows, don't bitch.
That's how they actually make enough money to keep doing this.
Don't be pissed because you got to give them money.
I mean, it's any wonder why guys like Tinian go on Substack and start trying to make their own money and publish their own stuff. So they don't have to do this royalty nonsense and they can just get straight to the money.
I'm hoping like people, obviously not because he's posting this, but you think of like, I mean, I don't know how it works, but like, that sucks. That just sucks.
It does.
I mean, I guess don't take the cash advances is what it's saying.
But you can't get by without those cash advances. You're going to do all that work, not get paid for it, and then wait for royalties. Nah, he has to take the advance. The way around it is like guys like Tinian or independent publishers are doing, where they cut out the studio, the big publishing studio or the publisher, and they go direct to market with their own stuff. That's how they do it. That's how that's
the big reason why we see so many people going and doing stuff at Image and stuff, their own work and keeping the rights to it, so they don't end up with $1.44 checks.
Right.
Well, I mean, you don't think even at Image they still have to pay something like this? Like I think going full on indie, like Sam is saying, through Substack and all that, where you handle all of that, would be the way to go versus Image. Because you retain the rights, but this isn't about right. This is royalties, about sales and all of that. So it's like even at Image, you would still hit the same bump.
I'd be curious to see others. like other writers and artists post something like this.
Yeah, I would be curious to see how these do versus like a Substack.
Well, you got to think with the popularity of Marvel films and superhero films and comic book films in general, like more and more of this is going to come out. Because I mean, we've heard whispers about and seen numbers about how much like royalty wise these creators get paid when these characters are brought on the big screen. And so you would think that more and more of this is going to start coming out, and kind of makes me wonder if there's going to be if they're going to start trying to push from some sort of shift in the comic book industry to get more money from work like this versus your $1.44 check.
But like when we were talking to George Perez, and I don't get me wrong, like a lot of his work, it took a long time for it to hit the screen to make the money. But he was like, he pretty much said he had more money than he knew what to do with because of royalties. Like
That's interesting because you see like a lot of you see comic book artists that are like, I got $1,000 or $10,000 for my
Yeah,
royalty
I would
rights.
say you can think of that industry like the NBA, where you have a handful of top performers making a lot of money, and then everyone else is just working for peanuts trying to get into that top level. So I would say George Perez is probably not an example, a fair example of what other comic book artists are making or how they're making their money.
well, like who's I talking to? He does the. I know Norm Ratman inks a lot of his work. I can tell you. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Jesus Christ, Brett Booth. I remember when I was talking to him at the con. For a long time, he was drawing and stuff, and he was living out of his car.
Yeah.
And still doing art for DC and stuff. So I guess.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on like what you create too, and if that creation becomes, if it's something you create that becomes massive, versus just doing a gig here and a gig there to get by. Like look at Bob Kane. Just example, Bob Kane, Bill Finger. Bill Finger died poor, nobody really knowing who he was. He died on some dude's couch, while Kane reaped the benefits of all the Batman stuff. And
I hope to die on your couch, Matt.
yeah, well, take a number. I got a long line of people that want to die on my couch, Kyle. Just makes me think that episode of King of the Hill where the old woman grew up in Hank Hill's house and she wants to go back there and die. So she keeps breaking in and they find her in the closet and stuff because she just wants to die in the house.
All right.
But yeah, it's sad. So, I mean, that's the reason why you see a lot of these artists at cons asking for donations to the Hero Fund and other things like that, because they're not really making. Now you know why commissions are so expensive, and you got to think they make a pretty good nut on the con scene. So I guess wouldn't this tell you to try to get on the con circuit as much as possible then?
I guess that's probably why you see a lot of these artists and writers just go from con to con to con to con to con to con to con.
Yeah. Drawing pages.
That too. Could depend on luck.
Sure. But luck is just opportunity, right?
It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
It's just opportunity. And if you're prepared for the opportunity when it comes, you'll seize it.
That's the story of my life. I've never been prepared for the opportunity.
Oh, you never have been okay.
Probably gonna see a lot of these artists starting OnlyFans now. To help
For their
supplement
art or for something else?
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. There's a lucrative market on the internet. If you're listening to a comic book, if you're a comic book artist, listen. There's a lucrative market, and hentai. Start drawing more hentai. All right.
Draw the hentai with your penis.
That's the moneymaker right there. Go on any of these sites and draw hentai. Need the casting couch. Yes.
Dude, we should start like an artist writer casting couch.
Go on like Newgrounds and just sell hentai.
So, are you looking into breaking into comic book writing and artists? Yeah. Well, get naked first to see how good your skills are.
And
Hey, if it
furries.
works for life, though.
Furries, too. Draw people's personas. Lots of money there.
Put your own face on it.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
Do custom drawings, but give everyone's custom drawing the Rob Liefeld treatment, where you draw
Tiny
your
feet
face
and Rob Liefeld's face.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what like if something happens to Rob Liefeld, he does caricatures and it always turns it around, it's always his face.
There's
another masterpiece.
Big money in doing custom drawings with the dick sucking face, the DB dick sucking face.
That's
how you make your money. That's how you make good money. I'm just, throwing it out there.
Just letting people know.
Just letting you know. John Leguizamo recently told IndieWire that the casting in the upcoming Mario movie was backwards because his role as Luigi in 1993's film was a breakthrough for Latin actors.
He's not Italian.
Yeah, this is very hypocritical because, he's not Italian. He's Latin, and the Mario characters are Italian plumbers from Brooklyn. So it's very hypocritical.
So in other words, he's mad he didn't get a call.
Yes,
yes,
he is mad he didn't get the call.
He's mad that Charlie Day is playing Luigi over him. And he
He's
even
like,
says,
I can still be Luigi.
He came out and he's like, when I went to New York Comic-Con and all these other Comic-Cons, and people come up to me and they're like, no, we don't want this new animated crap. We want the original. We love the original. We want more of the original. I don't think anybody has said
nobody's saying
we
that.
want more of the original. Yeah, nobody's telling you they love the original Super Mario Brothers.
They didn't jump on a single person's head, did they? Did they jump on any Goombas in the original movie?
I can't remember because it's been so long since I've seen that movie and I refuse to watch it because I've got it pretty much scrubbed from
your memory.
My memory, yeah.
Don't dive back in then. Don't dive back in.
I just remember that Bowser, aka Koopa, was just a dude with like spiky white hair.
Yeah, but he was secretly a dinosaur lizard person.
Yeah. Brucifer says the original was worse than Showgirls.
Now there's a movie war right there. Which
Super
one
Mario
was
Brothers
worse?
or Showgirls?
Super Mario or Showgirls?
I don't know. Wasn't Jessie from Saved by the Bell in Showgirls?
Yes.
Doesn't she get naked in that movie?
I've told that story before. Me and all my buddies went to go see that in the movie theater. So it was like 7 dudes walking.
You went to watch a porno with 7 dudes.
Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't say it was
awkward.
It wasn't our best.
It wasn't your finest moment. Glitter. There you go.
Did you guys have a contest to see who would get a chub first?
I don't know what we were thinking. I mean, he kind of looks Italian here.
He's with Bob Hoskin.
Bob Hoskin's not even Italian. He's English. He's an English
British.
actor. Yeah. Look at that tongue. Gene Simmons-esque tongue.
I forgot all about this movie.
Oh, dude.
Aye.
Movie was super weird.
Hey,
Oh
old
my
Mario.
God.
It's a wonder. You know, they had the Mario cartoon, which was very faithful to like the Mario games. And they
Those
had the
are some
Super
real
Mario
Italians
Brothers
there.
Super Show.
Yep.
And then they came up with this, which was like, it was like a bad trip while you were playing Mario Bros. I could see that, but it had very little to do with the source material.
And you're bitching about
Fucking
it,
Tyson
but
nailed it. That's what we were doing.
yeah, I'm pretty sure actors are paid a substantial amount of money to play and pretend to be other people, make you believe that they're other people. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think like this is just very boo-hoo. Like you're sad that you didn't get a call to play Luigi, or
Yeah, I'm with you there.
sorry, poor bastard.
Did he not get a call for John Wick 4 either?
Probably not.
Just a real step back for
Damn it.
Latin actors. You know, we're making strides.
You know, those Latin actors, they love to play Italians.
Yep.
So,
Poor John Leguizamo.
all right. Yeah,
Everyone make
support
sure to check out his OnlyFans to keep him relevant.
Yeah. Check out
Diamond
that one.
Comics Diamond Comics on why they can't do free shipping, but Boom will help. Don't you have something for that, Kyle?
I will in a second.
Meantime,
Oh, look.
free
They
girls
heard
in your city.
OnlyFans and XXX69 online, free girls in your city.
Oh, let me check you on that one. Free girls in U City.
Oh,
Huh?
youth. Damn.
Then
Damn.
in U City.
He can play the clown again and Spawn.
There we go.
The Spawn movie that won't happen. He has to play Violator again. So yes.
Damn.
Diamond took the stage at the Diamond Comics Distributor Summit during what Comic-Con was it? Baltimore Comic-Con. I just had a brain fart there.
Baltimore.
I would think Marco was there, or at least that's what it sounded like. Marco was there.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore, and that they're basically breaking down why they can't offer free shipping, the logistics of why they can't offer free shipping the way Lunar and Penguin Random House can. And they proceeded to like lay out all of the like great reasons to go with Diamond and continue to be part of Diamond. And the one thing that really getting roasted about is they talk about how they only have a 1%. Yeah, non-printed damage rate is less than 1%, even with multiple complicating factors. So you're seeing a lot of people roasting them online for saying, well,
Liars.
that's not true, because when you send me a big ass UPS box with 3 individual comics and a bunch of toys in it, those comics get damaged very easily. And we've all seen the photos of boxes from Diamond of damages and things like that. So they're like, oh, they're saying they're offering incentives, and now Boom is trying to come in and say that they've signed an exclusive deal with Diamond. They're going to continue to go with Diamond, and they're going to try to help offset some of that shipping cost. But it just doesn't.
Yeah, he said he's be offered a 2% freight rebate to help retailers offset the increasing freight costs that will take effect in January 23.
Yeah. They're not going to charge a
pretty nice
typical
of them.
3% reorder fee. It sounds like they're a cry for like, you should sign with us because of this, and we're the largest distributor and we have trucks that we use to special deliver things to UPS so they don't have to be in UPS's care so much, and we're gonna try and partner with USPS.
You know who they should team up with to deliver?
Who?
They should
FedEx.
get up with Amazon.
Oh yeah. But
That was a joke, right?
well, someone's pizza's done.
What?
Someone's pizza rolls are done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was Kyle's. He froze. Kyle got so excited about his pizza rolls, he froze.
I never freeze.
He's just standing very, very still. Oh, God. Don't need to move. But yeah, I mean, it's just essentially Diamond telling you why you should go with them and why they can't offer free shipping and trying to lay out all of these other analytics to make you want to.
But it boils down to, hey, we like getting money and we don't like not getting money.
Yeah, we can't give you, we like money, so we're not going to give you free shipping like some of these other companies will. Keanu Reeves and Jonah Hill will soon work on their first feature film together. Wednesday, news broke revealing that John Wick star has joined a movie called Outcome, which is set to be directed by Hill. Little is known about the project other than Hill's also co-wrote the script alongside Ezra Woods. Hill is also producing the film under his Strong Baby production banner.
Do we know anything about the plot?
There's not much known about it. The only Jonah Hill directed film I've seen is that mid-90s, and I like that. So, I don't know.
Streamer crashed on me.
It's interesting to see Jonah Hill and Keanu Reeves working together.
Well, I saw an analysis one time that Keanu Reeves is like the perfect character canvas, meaning that he is very pliable, like clay, for whatever director he works for. He'll do whatever the director tells him to. And so in the hands of a skilled director, he does very well, like in Bill and Ted and The Matrix and John Wick. But in the hands of lesser directors, you get things like Johnny Mnemonic that don't do very well. So the question is Jonah Hill, is he capable of directing Keanu Reeves to success, or is this going to fall flat?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've only seen one movie that he's directed, and although I enjoyed it, I don't know if I'm gonna rush to see a movie he directed starring Keanu Reeves.
What movie did you like that he directed?
Mid-90s, it's called.
Oh my God, that movie's fucking terrible.
You don't like mid-90s?
Oh my God, it's so fucking stupid.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
What did you like about it?
The plot. I mean, growing up in that, it was very true to growing up in that time.
Is that the girl who plays the girl that gets beheaded in Hereditary? Is she the main girl in mid-90s?
I've never seen Hereditary, so I don't know.
I found mid-90s slow and almost unwatchable.
It's just about a girl who goes to a party, right?
No. So mid-90s is about a little kid who has no friends, who ends up joining up with some local skaters and becomes a skater and trying to fit in with them, and it's about him trying to be accepted.
And they're older, and
yeah.
You know, it was a great movie that was kind of like that was Kids. Did you ever watch that movie?
That was rated R, wasn't it?
I think so. Did you ever see that one, Matt?
I was like 8 years old when it came out.
I have not seen Kids, no.
That one was better than mid-90s.
And apparently he's directed this Studs film that's on Netflix of his as well. But
how many raspberries is that, Kyle?
Jonah Hill turns the tables on his Shrink in Netflix documentary.
Dude, did you see Going with Tyson's Constantine 2 is what he's looking forward to? Did you see him on what show was it? It was one of the late shows where he said he wants to do Constantine too.
Yeah, it was Colbert.
Yes. I thought that was awesome. Yes.
He said that before they confirmed that they're making a Constantine too.
Yeah, he said he would love to be. Yeah, he said he went on there and just said he would love the opportunity to be able to do Constantine too. It was like they were talking about like the role that he'd really liked to play and he'd like to play again. And he said it was Constantine.
Dude, Jonah Hill will play the role of constipated.
Kids were there because it's in New York and they're in the subway. The dude's got no legs. He's going, I have no legs. I have no legs. I have no legs. You got to watch Kids. It's actually pretty fucked up, actually. Add it to your list, Matt.
I will add it to my list.
Okay. I appreciate it. A list of shit that I will not watch.
No, I'll add it to my list.
All right. Moving forward.
The house featured in the 1985 film The Goonies is going up for sale in Astoria with a price tag of $1.6 million. Filmed in and around Astoria, the 4-bedroom house was featured in the 80s classic as the home of Sean Astin and Josh Brolin's characters.
I've been talking to Sam about this for a while. I've been looking from a sign from above to why I should move out of Arizona, and I think I just found it.
You want this nicely patioed house in Astoria, Oregon?
Yep. I need to live in the fucking Goonies house.
Well, I hope you've got some serious scratch just sitting around because you're going to need it for the hefty down payment.
Dude, how awesome would that be, though, to live in the Goonies house?
That'd be incredible.
Who are you
It's
texting
a
about?
nice little house.
Not texting anybody.
What are you doing?
Looking down at the screen.
I think it would be awesome to live in the Goonies house, though. It would be fucking cool.
I think it'd be even cooler to live in that shack that had the ice cream in it, where they kept Chunk.
I think it'd be better to live on One Eye Willie's ship with all that gold.
Dude, what is the population of Astoria, Oregon?
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
He only scratches his buttocks.
Yeah. Dude. What a nice town to live in, though. Look how nice it is. It's kind of rainy outside. Green trees everywhere. Fuck, man.
Population of 10,343.
Perfect. Sold. Buy the Goonies house.
It's right on this nice little bay.
Dude, me and my family would ride around on bikes and call ourselves Goonies.
So what you do is start selling on Whatnot. I'll come into your streams and I'll boost your book. I'll inflate the prices of your books for people to bid on. So then you're getting a lot more money and then you sell them for a higher profit. And then that'll help you get to that $1.6 million faster.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you having my back like that.
Absolutely. I just want to see your dreams come true, Kyle.
Everybody join my Whatnot tomorrow.
I just want to see those dreams come true, Kyle, just for you, buddy.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
anything
familiar.
to get out of fucking Satan's butthole.
Yes.
I like
hey,
it.
you guys! That's dude. You'd have to yell that if you're in a. Yeah,
it's a requirement every
day
morning.
that way.
Yep, you gotta walk out. Gotta walk out this door right here onto that
Take a
deck.
deep breath.
Your robe open in your tighty whities, your squeezies, and just with your cup of coffee and take a sip and then scream at the top of your lungs, "Hey, you guys!"
You know the other
Every
thing
day.
I'd have to do is every
day.
time I'd walk up to my gate, I'd have to do the jump.
Yep, and you have to make sure you have a midriff cut off Superman shirt. I do know how to make your dreams come true, Tyson, and no problem. I will gladly help anybody with that. All you got to do is start Whatnots, and I'll have no problem secretly helping you inflate the price of your books.
That book's worth way more.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Eat
can't
it
believe
up.
you're only bidding $1.
While Ed says, while holding a baby Ruth.
Baby.
And like, if I lived there, I wouldn't do anything to like conceal the house from people like coming up to take pictures and stuff. Like, I would
You just stand out there and be the center of the pictures
Yeah, I totally would.
and hand out little Goonies koozies for their little beverages.
I'd give everybody that little thing that he had.
You should have a wax statue Short Round out there with like his boxing glove thing that comes out with a little tray that just sits there and holds baby Ruth. This is take one.
Dude, I would embrace the Gooniness if I lived in the Goonies house.
You'd have to. That'd be amazing.
I'm going to make a GoFundMe to get me to buy the Goonies house.
Do it. Do it. You'll get way more money than I did.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard not to get more money than I've gotten.
Has anybody donated yet?
Yeah, we've had about $250 donated.
Nice. Let's get there. Will they let me do a GoFundMe to buy a house?
Yeah, you can do GoFundMe for anything.
I
Somebody did a GoFundMe to make potato salad and got like $10,000 for potato salad. I think you can do a GoFundMe to buy the Goonies house.
You lost everyone when you said Short Round.
He's Data. He's Data in the Goonies.
Data Short Round.
You don't call him Indy. You call him Dr. Jones.
You know what, though, Kyle? I'd like to see you trade up from a paperclip to this house.
I'm not going to copy the paperclip, but I will start with this guitar pick.
For something and then trade that for something else. For those of you who aren't familiar, there was a guy who started a blog where he traded a paperclip incrementally up until he traded for a house. So he traded a paperclip for like a pen, like a big pen, and then he traded the big pen for something else, and then that just kept going up. It's kind of like dominoes. You start little and they get bigger.
People were trading stuff that was worth more just for the fact to be part of the trading.
Yeah, that might be the case, but if you can incrementally do that, then why wouldn't you? I think it only took him about 6 weeks to get to the house.
Kyle, I will trade you this Costco receipt for a hot dog, a soda, and a slice of pizza for that guitar pick.
Oh, man, that's like a $5 value.
What am I going to do with the Costco receipt? I can't.
You trade it to someone else.
Trade that up.
You trade it to someone who collects Costco receipts.
So
no, it's a coupon. It's a coupon, is what it is, right?
No, it's just
it's a receipt you got for purchasing something.
Yeah, for purchasing a hot dog, a soda, and a slice of pizza.
Oh, that's worthless. Come on, that's down.
Not if he signs it.
All right. I will trade you this empty Coca-Cola Zero can for that guitar.
Come on, don't trade him trash. Trade him something good.
No. If you take it to Michigan, you can trade it in for 10 cents.
Okay, so you get to spend $500 on gas to drive to Michigan to redeem a 10-cent can.
Or just send it to Marco, who lives there. Tell him to return it, to turn it, and try and get him to Venmo you or PayPal you 10 cents.
Trade declined.
I'll start with something bigger. I won't even start small. We'll start with something mid-range.
Like a comic book.
I'll start with a comic book.
Trade those curtains signed by you.
Dude. I could start with this book.
8,000,000,001 genies. Playing Super Mario Brothers 3.
Hold on, I'm going to grab a...
Oh. He's going to grab A and just left.
I think he wants to go to the next thing.
I'll trade a used condom for that receipt. No.
Some DNA samples, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna try and dabble with cloning, so you might have a deal there, Tyson. Never too late to start trying to dabble in cloning.
New curtains, get real.
These like go fund me for new curtains first.
My curtains are a staple of me being on YouTube.
That's right. They're historic.
Could you imagine if I had a different background? Like if I went back to my other background filled with art and comic books?
All right, I think we're ready for the big story, right?
Told you I could.
Oh shit!
There you go.
You look like you're coming out of a vagina now.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of the vaginal canal.
He's been born.
Welcome to the planet.
Quentin Tarantino flirted for a period of time with directing Star Trek movies, but that doesn't mean he doesn't even talk about leaping into the MCU. The filmmaker, who's currently making a press round in support of his new book, Cinema Speculations, told the Los Angeles Times that directors in the MCU are simply hired hands, and he has no time to assume such a role. You have to be hired hand to do those things, Tarantino said to of Marvel movies. I'm not a hired hand. I'm not looking for a job.
Oh, he's an auteur. He's an artiste.
Although he did say that if he was ever going to make a Marvel movie, he'd want to make a Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos movie.
Oh, so it'd be like
Captain America 3.
Inglourious Bastards.
Exactly. Yeah.
But with the Howling Commandos.
Exactly, Tyson. My curtains are a part of who I am.
That's right.
My wife loves those curtains for some reason. I have no idea why. That reminds me, if anybody listening lives in Vegas hanging out, I will be there over Thanksgiving if you want to come have a drink.
Ooh, where are you staying?
Your mom's house.
Good one. Classic.
Are you going to the strip? Or?
I am staying at the Luxor.
Oh.
I have a suite at the Luxor.
Oh,
congratulations.
Suite, huh?
Going all out.
Look at this guy. Fancy schmancy.
My wife's getting to her midlife crisis age, so she's like, we're going to Vegas and we're partying. I said, fuck yeah, I can do that.
Fancy schmancy.
That's cool, man.
And she's been saving money for it. Good thing she didn't tell me she's saving money, because last time I found out she's saving money, I bought a Volkswagen.
You spent it.
I said, ooh, look at all this money. I bought a Volkswagen.
Enjoy all the bums sleeping on the street and piss in the elevators and all the gloriousness that Vegas holds.
They did not. They've always been this color. I just recently started smoking these in the house. So.
But yes, Tarantino is an auteur, and he will not take a job from the likes of Marvel.
Well, hopefully he does a DC movie then. That would be cool. Who are you messaging?
I thought he was retiring. Didn't he? Isn't he supposed to be retired? He's only supposed to be doing a set number of films, then he's retiring.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because like Hateful Eight, he was supposed to be retiring soon after Hateful Eight.
And then the Spineful 9.
And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What up, brother?
And then what's next? What's next after that? Fargo? No. Star
Quentin Tarantino said he's going to retire after 10 films.
What's he at right now?
He's done 10.
He said, while promoting his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on Real Time with Bill Maher on June 25th, Tarantino confirmed he plans to retire after making one more film.
Oh, he's at 9. Okay.
Do you like the idea that he does that kind of stuff where he changes history?
Yeah. It's whatever best serves the story. That's the point.
He
The only
said,
cool part about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has been Leonardo DiCaprio fucking gets his flamethrower out. It was the fucking best.
Bill Maher said, "You're too young to quit, and you're on top of your game." And Tarantino replied, "That's why I'm quitting." Tarantino said over a cheering audience, "Because I know film history, and from here on in, directors do not get better."
Interesting.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means that when you're old, your movies get suckier.
Oh, so when you're young and on coke, that's when your movies are good.
Well, I think not just on drugs, but you have this kind of inner desperation to make a mark, and that kind of desperation gives you drive, gives you hunger. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
Thanks, The Rock.
So it's kind of like rock stars. Once they put out a few albums, they got rich and their music kind of turns.
Yeah. How many of the new Killer songs do you listen to? You know, the new Killers albums? None. Like you always go back to Hot Fuss, right? It's the best
What
one.
the fuck are the Killers?
The Killers are a great rock and roll band.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, right. Whatever, Kyle.
What do they sing?
You know what
It's
they
like
sing.
God, what the fuck is there?
I'm gonna Google it.
You've never heard of
Breaking
Mr.
Benjamin.
Brightside?
All these bands, yeah, they start out with an edge, and once they hit mainstream, they all start sounding the same.
It's because they don't have pain anymore, right? Everything's going really well, so they have to take other people's pain and they write with other people's pain, which isn't the same.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not
able
the same
to
thing.
mask their pain with a ridiculous amount of money.
It's not the same thing. Like, you can't write a song that expresses a deep and painful emotion if you don't have deep pain. You're borrowing someone else's. You've never heard of Mr. Brightside?
I don't think so. Hold on, let me see.
Doom,
What's it sound like?
doom, doom. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. I got a copyright strike because I'm singing their song.
Okay, I've heard that song.
It's Killers, man.
I didn't know it was the Killers. I didn't know that was them. I listen to real music.
Uh-huh.
I listen to all that shit that nobody likes.
All right, where we at?
I think he's at 10 now, though, isn't he? Pulp Fiction, Jackie
He
Brown,
counts Kill Bill as one movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Kill Bill Volume 2, Kill Bill Volume 1,
Which
Those
is
are
Reservoir
counted as one.
Dogs.
You got to count Kill Bill as one.
He counts Kill Bill as 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Reservoir Dogs. So, okay, then that's Kill
9.
Bill is, then you're at 5. And Glorious Bastards is 6. Death
Hateful
Proof
Eight.
is 7. Hateful 8 is 9. Or
No,
would
Hateful
be
Eight is 8.
Django Unchained would be 9.
Yeah.
So they got one. He's got one more dumb movie to put out. Reservoir Dogs. You know his best screenplay is still True Romance. It's the best thing he's ever written.
Okay. Take your word for it.
You never seen True Romance?
Huh.
God. It's like the best movie ever made.
I've been caught in a bad romance.
Dude, you gotta watch True Romance.
I was just giving us a longer list of things to do, Sam.
I know Kyle's given us all kinds of assignments, and he hasn't even done anime peer pressure.
Yes, Reservoir Dogs does.
True Romance. Is that with Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette?
It's got fucking Brad Pitt. He's his roommate.
And Gary Oldman and
Gary Oldman.
Christopher Walken.
Wait, is that the one with the midgets?
And Val Kilmer?
No, that's not the one with the midgets.
That's got a crazy cast in it.
Dude, everybody's in it. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. Fucking
Jack Black, James Gandolfini.
Everybody's in it. It's awesome. It's got probably one of the coolest shootout scenes in it too. Fucking Balky Batacamus is in it.
Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah. Dude, everybody's in that movie. It's awesome.
I'm glad you just called him Balky Bartakamus.
I don't know his name. That's all I know was cousin Balky.
Cousin Balky, Corson Larry.
But yeah, that was one of his screenplays. He just didn't direct it. Dude, Val Kilmer's Elvis in it. Exactly. See, Tyson knows what I'm talking about. It's probably one of Christian Slater's best roles too, and Gary Oldman, dude. Hey man, is it White Boy Day? Nah, man, it ain't White Boy Day. That fucking seems badass. Oh, you guys are missing out,
I'll add it to the list, sir.
dude. All right.
Kelsey Grammer was the first actor to bring the Marvel character of Hank McCoy, aka Beast, to live action, playing the role in 2006 X-Men's The Last Stand. The character would then be played by Nicholas Hoult in prequel movies X-Men First Class, while Grammer returned for a cameo appearance in X-Men Days of Futures Past in 2014. Now over a decade on from the last appearance, he would
That's only 8
How
years.
would the actor feel about bringing Beast back for the last one more run? He said, "If you don't ask me to return to the role of Beast, I'll never go to Disneyland again. I'd love for them to do that. I want to do that." Dude's like 70 years old, man.
It's a playful threat, Kyle. He knows he doesn't get much said. He's just being playful.
Fantastic Worlds loves a true romance.
Dude, it's a great movie. Christian Slater kills Gary Oldman, thinking that he's getting his new wife's, which was a prostitute, clothes, and it ends up being a suitcase full of coke. So they drive to California to sell it. It's fucking awesome.
The biggest forehead in the industry.
I'm putting in my name. I got a pretty big forehead. Biggest forehead in dodgeball.
We should do a forehead measuring contest.
Yeah, let's see how many. I think it's 5. I got a 5 head.
Yeah, 5 head. Mine's 4.
Kelsey's he's got a 6. His is like a 6.
Yeah, he's a 6'4". But
70 years old playing Beast. I don't think so, man.
Unless it's a 70-year-old beast.
Peyton Manning would win. Yeah, he's got like a 10 head. His head looks like a toe. But all right.
Wait, before we go to that, you can go ahead and exit out of this for a second. Who's watching fucking Titans?
Me.
What do you think so far?
Loving it. White Raven is a smoke show.
Oh, God. Oh.
You okay?
I'm
Kyle?
halfway
Dude, she is
through
so hot with white hair. Oh, it's
this week's episode. I haven't finished this week's episode yet, but
I haven't either. But the first I watched the first 3 episodes, 4 episodes, 3.
yeah, well, it's 4 now, but yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes, and that show is great.
I just think that the guy they have playing Dick Grayson was a really good casting. He does a really good job playing Dick Grayson.
Yes, he does. It's good because he's captured. What happens is usually most characters are a good superhero part, or their normal persona is good. You know what I mean? Like George Clooney was a good Bruce Wayne, but he wasn't a very good Batman.
Like Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but not a good Spider-Man.
Yes. And I think the dude who plays Dick Grayson, I think he actually does both well. Dude,
but I mean, you don't get a lot of him in the costume, which I wish we get more of that. But why is it like my biggest gripe was like, why does Dick Grayson have a relationship with everybody in the show? Like he's banging Jinx,
dude,
banging Barbara Gordon.
Comics, though.
True, banging Starfire, like he's just banging everybody.
He bangs everybody because he's a sexy
swab motherfucker.
He is, man. Like, but that's how he is in the comics, right? He bangs everybody. Good
right?
for him. But yeah, dude, white haired Raven. Oh, it hurt eyes. Oh, dude, I paused it so that I could message you that when I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, she is
But
very good looking.
I agree though. Titans needs a movie. But they do the movie, they really need to do it. They need to do like something in between, and they still fight Slade. Like something they didn't do in the show, and it's, you know what I mean, like an offshoot of that.
Yeah. My only gripe, but I feel like after 4 episodes, they're really slow playing like this transformation into Brother Blood and where they're going, the occult, and where they're going with this stuff. But other than that, like I like the Lex Luthor stuff. I think that dude did a really good job playing Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he did. Till he fucking coughed up a fucking snake.
Yeah. And my only gripe is the Tim Drake. Like I wish they should have like already trained him and gave him his costume and all that. And
Like in between the seasons, that's
yeah,
what they've done. Yeah.
but it
I
is
do
nice
like it though that he's like, I get a costume, and they're like, no.
yeah, you get a bow staff, bro.
But they're training him now, so at least by next season,
If there is a next season,
if there is, that at least it'll be, maybe we'll get to see him. Are you watching it, Sam?
I don't have HBO Max. I don't have HBO Lance.
that was a terrible joke. But
Dude, when you at the wedding, when Max went up to you and started doing the fucking, did you see that when he did that to you? You must. Maybe this was the funniest thing I ever seen Max do. So we were talking about Dadson, and he went up and he got up all like nonchalant and was like, he walked over and he went up next and he started like doing this like dance like this far away from you, and he was like, and dude, my wife thought that was the funniest thing she'd ever seen on the fucking planet, dude. Like she has mentioned it almost every day. That's how fucking funny. She sends me videos of other people doing it. It's just, and he just went up and he was dancing and like, it was so fucking funny. And it was so funny though. I know. And the funny part is you didn't know he did it. He was like this.
Dude, I was so preoccupied with everything else that day. I didn't even.
You were sitting there eating.
Yeah. The one moment that day I really got to myself was eating.
But why are we not sure Titans will have another season?
Because of the WB Discovery merger is putting all kinds of stuff on the chopping block. Really good shows are going on the chopping block.
Like what?
They're
ending.
A lot of the animated series are going.
Well, I mean, yeah. Legends, anything that's actually on the WBs.
Because they already, per the merger, they scrapped a Batman animated series that they were trying to do. The Batgirl movie, Wonder Twins. Nobody knows about Blue Beetle yet. They're just kind of chopping everything, and with the whole James Gunn taking over as the head of DC now,
he said there's not going to be 4 Batman.
Yeah, it's just redoing everything, so they don't know if like Titans or Doom Patrol will get another season, which they should, because Titans and Doom Patrol are probably their best thing they've got going right now.
Well, hopefully James Gunn sits down and is like, nope, that Titan show. Actually, I'm gonna do the James Gunn, motherfucker. Keep Titans. There, we're good now. I'll call James after the show and tell him to
keep Titans.
Keep Titans. But
that's the way to do it.
I do
Yeah,
not.
that's the reason why a lot of people are like, well, hopefully they get another season, but we'll see. The Discovery merger is axing a lot of properties.
Says Gunn working on a DC Bible. He wants games, TVs, movies, and comics to be cohesive.
Yeah. Good luck.
I mean, someone's got to. I mean, he's got a lot on his plate to fix something.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think he's going to spend a lot of time fixing. I think he's just going to incorporate things into what he's already established, starting with his Suicide Squad movie.
I mean, right here, Joe's like, Greed, Titans, and Doom Patrol are the best. Peacemaker's good, but James Gunn humor gets old after a while. I don't think, as long as he doesn't spread that humor to every single fucking thing, keep it to the sprinkled to the few things that he does it, like Peacemaker, I think it would be good. But as long as it's not everything, I kind of.
I think as long as John Cena's doing it, we're good. Because there's just something about the way John Cena delivers that humor, and yeah, it's nobody else. I don't think any other actor could take Peacemaker and make it what it is the way John Cena has.
No. But Titans is, dude, it's, if you're not watching it, I'll give you my HBO Max username and password, Sam, so you can watch it.
I still have HBO Lance. He doesn't know that I have it, but I've got it.
Then fucking watch it.
Sorry, it's only on one particular computer, and I try not to open it up because it's my work computer.
I just sent you my username and password.
All right.
You get Kyle's password, and you get Kyle's password, and you get Kyle's password.
I'll give it to everybody. I don't give a shit. No.
So, worst covers?
Worst covers of the week now. Where's the best covers? Hold on, let Matt finish texting.
No, I'm not texting anyone. I'm typing.
What are you typing?
To get the covers up. Best and worst covers of the week. As always, we're going to start off with our worst covers, and it's Kelsey Grammer. No.
That is a bad cover.
Worst cover of the week. What do we got here, Kyle?
Vampirilla.
This
is the Vampirilla cosplay cover. I did this for Ish.
What is going on?
It looks like she's got a deflated balloon covering her booby.
It's overall terrible, even without the
composition of the very plain gray screen behind her, with the really fake clouds and the dumpy moon there. The composition here is just no hate for this wonderful person putting herself out here like this, but the people who framed her like this need to do a better job.
I just think it's a poor.
There, I'll create your own user. I'll create your own profile, and you can have your own name and password, Sam.
Oh, wonderful!
There you go. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Yes, Bruce. It looks like she smokes meth.
Looks like Winnie Cooper.
Joe says at least her bad body distracts you from the bad face.
I mean, I'm not here to take down this cosplayer.
No,
it's just
a lovely woman.
I think it's a bad picture. I think she got kind of the short end of the picture stick.
Well, she's posing in front of a green screen. She did not compose the picture, right? She's not responsible for making the cover.
No.
So whoever's responsible for doing that did her a disservice, because the costume is messed up. The screen behind her is just gray. There's nothing going on behind her. The moon and clouds are just
it even looks kind of bad editing it there. If you look at her, I guess it would be her right thigh to her knee.
Yeah, disappears.
Yeah. So, Yeah, you're right. The photographer did her a very big disservice. So
Our next one, The Walking Dead Deluxe 51, the white phone cover.
I call it the Brad Pitt cover.
Yes, because that is not Rick Grimes.
It's not Rick Grimes. It almost looks like Brad Pitt. Like the eyes right here and the
Yeah,
like the
for sure.
circles under the eyes, and it's just yeah. What are your kids playing?
She's standing right outside my door going nuts.
Yes, a child could do better with some artistic ability, but this is bad. It's. I'm not a big fan of this whole Walking Dead Deluxe shit anyway, with it in color and yes, like Brad Pitt from True Romance. Floyd, you used all the toilet paper again.
Then next up we have
Brad Pitt does have the best role in True Romance. He's the stoner on the couch.
Next up we have yet
Out of
another
that, honey bear bong.
body dysmorphia Flash.
I'm just not a fan of these. Just not a fan. Looks like a anonymous pamphlet. That's The Walking Dead. All right, yeah, that's all these are terrible.
Then we're getting to our best
Darkwing Duck one better than he did any of those other Flash covers.
And then we're getting into our best covers of the week. We got She-Hulk variant, Howard the Duck variant. I think that's that's a badass cover. It's really well drawn, Howard the Duck.
And look at how they got Kingpin in that dossier. That looks cool too. The photos in the background, like they've paid attention to detail. I like that. This is the opposite of that Vampirella cover.
It really is.
Then we got Kyle's best looking like he's dropping a deuce cover of the week. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings.
I have made this face and this pose many times running for the door, trying to unlock my front door to go poop.
Dude, it's not even the front door that's the real hazard. It's undoing your pants.
You're right. But when I saw this, I was like, I have made this face many times trying not to poop myself.
I don't know much about Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings, but I thought there were rings on his fingers, and they only did the bracelet thing for the movie. Is that not the case?
I don't watch that shit. I don't pay attention to Shang-Chi. I just picked the cover because he looks like he poops.
Joe's Doolin says Shang-Chi and the 10 Skids.
It's pretty new. That's after Taco Bell on a long drive home.
Is he supposed to be like Rogue in this cover?
He looks like he's wearing like a Gambit style headgear.
With like Rogue's jacket and same like outfit colors. With that
breakdance fighting. Breakdance battle.
With that deep V. Then we got this Something's Killing the Children cover. That looks like Jessica Negri, cosplayer Jessica Negri.
I see I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But that's a badass cover.
Fucking cover is so fucking cool. They should do a Jessica Negri cover and showing off her exquisite bosom.
Bazams.
Because she likes to show off her boobies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a phenomenal cover.
And then we have Cover the Dead with Lime.
Such a cool cover. This cover makes me want to read this book. I don't know about you, but
that does look pretty cool.
I always
the lightning come out of his eyes.
Doctor.
I always forget what those masks are called.
They're called Plague Doctor masks.
Yes.
That's it.
So you know why they have the long nose like that, right?
No.
They used to shove. So during the plague, everything was so like all the infections
smelled like death.
Yeah, so they would stuff that with like potpourri and good smelling stuff, so they didn't have to smell the infection and the death.
Wow.
But yeah,
Don't say you didn't learn something on this show tonight.
right. Nothing but
Coming
the
in hot.
fact here,
And then Cradle of Filth.
dude. Such a cool cover. This is Cradle of Filth number 5.
I didn't even
love
know they
it.
were making comics.
Ooh, the band.
Yeah.
Those are fucking. That's just a cool cover. I just
Tyson said needed those for COVID.
pretty much right. So.
Is that the last one?
That is the last one. Now it's time to get into big news in anime with Sam.
Added that right to that.
It's time for manga time. Manga fun time.
Big news in anime and manga. You guys know I'm bringing you the good stuff. Tokyo Revengers has ended its manga run with chapter 278 that was published this week. The first half I thought was very, very good. I started the second half and it wasn't as good, but it looks like the end of the run was, or the end chapter of the run was very controversial. Kind of along the lines of like Attack on Titan or not as bad as like, say, Game of Thrones did with their HBO series, but definitely there's a lot of people who are unhappy with the way they took the ending. But if you're a big fan of, or interested in this show, because they started their anime run, check out the manga. They just ended their run and you can get caught up on the story before the anime drops.
Go to Crunchyroll, right?
It is on Crunchyroll, yeah.
Dude, I love Crunchyroll.
Dragon Ball Super anime is returning in 2023. They paused after the
Tournament of Power.
Tournament of Power arc. The next two arcs that have wrapped up in the manga are the Moro arc and the Granola arc. Granola being a character, not the delicious breakfast cereal. And there will probably be a couple filler
But he
arcs.
comes from the planet cereal with the
He does
cereal
come from
lights.
the planet cereal. Yeah, that's right. So they've got more material that they're going to cover and adapt into the anime starting in 2023. So we'll have that to look forward to.
When was this announced?
Earlier this week.
Because I'm surprised it didn't get announced at Jump Festa. Because isn't Jump Festa in a few weeks? Isn't that usually in December?
I think it is not in December. I thought it was in January.
January, December, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's December 17th through the 19th, 2022.
All right. Well, there you go.
Surprised.
Maybe they'll expand on it.
What's that?
Maybe they'll expand on it there.
Maybe.
Probably.
I think they're probably spending a lot of time on Jujutsu Kaisen. They're going to be talking about One Piece for sure. One Piece is big. They will be talking about Dragon Ball Super as well because Toei, the animation studio, was able to adjust its figures upwards because of how well Dragon Ball Superhero did in American box office. It's made a lot of money. And ironically, the anime movies that used to be a kind of an event release where they release it for a weekend or maybe even just a day are now getting a wide release for a long period of time. Whereas movies like Glass Onion, which is the sequel to Knives Out, is going to be in theaters for a week and then go straight to
Glass
Netflix.
Onions.
What's that?
Matt has Glass Onions.
Always.
Glass Onions. All right. So next up,
Flat.
Is there any news on whether it's going to be a simul release, like where it's released on TV in Japan and then also here on Crunchyroll at the same time?
Crunchyroll, their issue is getting the right dub actors under contract, because their contract was originally with Funimation. Funimation was bought by Sony. The Crunchyroll was bought by Sony. Crunchyroll is still doing dubs, but they have to recontract with all of the Funimation actors because their contracts went up when Funimation was shut down. So hopefully we do get the same actors. Chris Sabat, who does Vegeta, and all the other guys who are involved with it. But
I'll totally do voice acting work. I'm up for hire.
Well, then get in there, get in that studio, and start making them. You could be like Krillin.
Before the show, Sam, I was watching Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah,
and I did learn that Matt and I know a lot of Japanese.
You do?
That we could actually voice a Japanese voice for anime.
What's some of the Japanese that you know?
Matt, go ahead.
Nope, I'm not walking into that one. Nice try. No, sir. No, sir.
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
All right. I also wanted to review. You mentioned Chainsaw Man, but I also wanted to review Bleach: 1,000-Year Blood War.
I'm behind on that one.
So this week, we continued the Quincy assault on the Serete, the Soul Society.
Mm-hmm.
But the court guard captain, high captain, Captain Yamamoto came out and he did battle with Yu Hawak, who is the Quincy leader. And it was brutal. It was fantastic. It was like sent chills up my spine, how awesome Captain Yamamoto is. And if you haven't seen it or you're not familiar with the story, the Quincy's have the ability to steal the bankais of the Shinigami, the Soul Reapers, and
not all of them though.
There's only one person whose bankai can't be stolen, and that's Ichigo. But Ichigo has been taken out of the equation by one of the Quincy's, and so he's not in Soul Society to help out. Say it again.
Was it Quincy Adams?
No, it wasn't Quincy Adams.
Was it John Quincy Adams?
See, now I need to catch up because I need to know how they got Ichigo out of the equation.
Yeah, he's really frustrated because he's out of the equation right now. But he and his team from
they offered him $5 to look away.
What's that?
They just offered him $5 to look the other way.
You don't know Ichigo very well, man. He doesn't
right?
Look away. So it was just Captain Yamamoto versus Yu Hawak, and it was pretty intense. So I would give it 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Check it out. It's on Hulu only. It's only on Hulu. Unless you're outside the U.S., then it's on Disney Plus.
So next,
Chainsaw Man, episode 6. We're now halfway through the first core of season 1.
So last week I was the only one that watched Chainsaw Man. And I truly do not think that I gave episode 5 the awesomeness of episode 5.
Oh, yeah. So episode 4 ended on the cliffhanger where Power was offering Ichigo 3 squeezes of the boobies for all the good work he had done in saving her and her cat. And episode 5 picks up right where that left off with Denji going to town to getting his 3 squeezes. And after the first squeeze, he finds out that Power wears a padded bra. So his first squeeze was just like, he was like, what? And she just kind of laughs at him.
Powers hands down became like my favorite character of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, she's
And
amazing.
this episode 6 really like nailed it when like just the off the wall shit that she says and does.
Yeah. So she's a fiend. And what they didn't tell you at the end of episode 5, they get sent on a new mission to go to a hotel, and they think there's a fraction of this really powerful devil called the Gun Devil at this hotel. So they go there and they're investigating, and they see this little devil and they kill it, and it kind of triggers them to get locked into this trap.
But Denji has real motive to kill this devil.
Yeah, because if he kills the devil, then he doesn't just get to second base. He goes all the way with Makima.
Well, and he's promised a kiss with tongue.
Yeah,
also
from one of the other devil hunters. At any rate, so they get locked in.
Whore, isn't he?
And as they're walking into this hotel, Aki, who's kind of their keeper, is like really pissed off for some reason. And what they don't tell you is that Denji and Power tried to feed him poop. Tried to feed him poop. And so he's like really pissed because they were making a mess and disrespecting him. So he got really upset by it. But so episode 6, they're fighting this really kind of nasty demon called the Eternity Devil. They haven't really revealed that yet, but it'll come up. This is the Eternity Devil. And
no, they revealed it. Yeah, they revealed it. I think I want to say it was this episode or last episode. They talked about it.
Okay. Anyway, that's the demon they're fighting, is the Eternity Devil. And he says, offer me Chainsaw Man and the rest of you can go. And it kind of sows some discord among the group, but ultimately Denji takes a flying leap into the Eternity Devil.
I do.
Yeah, because they're trying to get the devil's trying to get all of them to kill Denji and give him his body because he's for some reason he's afraid of his chainsaws.
Yeah, we don't know why yet. You'll find out why eventually, but he dives in as he's pulling the pull cord in his chest to activate his chainsaw powers. And we'll see what kind of a mess he makes in episode 7.
Dude,
so
best anime out right now. It's killing it. You guys all need to go watch.
I just want episode 7 to start with just like a giant explosion of blood as he's just ripping this demon apart.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and then the WTF.
Like Denji's like, I love this bed. I'm just gonna take a nap. I'll give a fuck.
Yeah, he just takes a nap.
He's just like, it's so comfortable. Like it. Everyone else is like all like worried and stressed, and like he's just like, I'm taking a nap. He's just him. And then like Power when she was talking about like running for like. She wanted to win a Nobel Prize and she was going to do 100% of taxes, like,
yeah,
it's like her character is so funny. Like,
yeah, she's totally dumb. She's so stupid, but it's totally adorable at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So
you didn't put your WTF manga in here.
Oh, my bad. But the series is called, well, I guess I'll just save it for next time.
I mean, do you have it where you can just share the screen or no?
Yeah, I do. If you go to the Google Doc, it's in there.
Let me pull up the Google Doc.
So this series for the WTF manga of the week is called Magu-chan, God of Destruction. And when it first came out, what's that?
If they don't fight with their asses, then you're not going to be able to top it.
So Magu-chan, the God of Destruction, is this little pink kind of octopus-looking thing. He's meant to be like a cute form of like a Cthulhu or something. And he basically treats, so that's his original form, is he's this massive kind of eldritch type monster. And you can just use your arrow keys, but he gets imprisoned by some religious zealots and then freed in modern times. And as a result, he washes ashore where he meets this young girl, and they basically have it's like a house cat that can destroy anything with its beam, but he has to eat a lot and then he can destroy things. So it's just this really
kind of
wholesome, really funny, kind of
bathroom
slice of life meets Cthulhu religious zealotry. But it's
you need a lot of Jameson for that, Darth.
It's a funny one. This one is done. I think it only reached like 70 chapters or so. It's very funny. So I recommend it. It is a WTF though, because it's just such a weird premise.
Nothing beats the fighting butts, dude. That's
gonna be tough to top.
That Grease one is pretty. Greased is pretty up there too.
Yeah, that one's pretty nasty.
Squeezing your fucking nasty face over your sister's a little.
Oh yeah, that was pretty gross.
All right, it's time for first appearances of the week. We got the first cameo appearance of, I can't even pronounce it, Eden Versio.
You'll probably hear about it tomorrow.
Star Wars Hidden Empires. You'll hear all about it tomorrow night, I'm sure, on the Star Wars show. And then in Batman One Bad Day, Mr. Freeze, #1, you got Frostbite, a female sidekick for Mr. Freeze. First appearance. I've been enjoying these One Bad Day books.
Have you?
Yeah.
I kind of fell off after the first one, but I need to go back and check some of them out.
In Dark Crisis World Without a Justice League Batman, The Last Night Standing, you get the first appearance of Mr. Wax. Nightwing, you get the first appearance of Nightmite, the Nightwing version of Batmite. Because they're running out of ideas, I guess.
They're running out of ideas.
And Stargirl, The Lost Children, which is supposedly going to be a continuation of the now canceled CW series. You get the first appearance of Childminer, which that just sounds like a terrible name for a character.
For a pedophile, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then in Wakanda 2, you get the first appearance of Lacron, a villain who leads a rising faction.
Lacroix.
None of those, I don't think any of these are going to pan out to be much. But
I don't think you're going to see much of them after this.
No. But there you go. Those are all your first appearances for the week. And now we're going to do our top 5. And what was our top 5 this week, Kyle?
So because of Sam and because of Mr. Keanu Reeves talking about Constantine 2, we picked our top 5 favorite John Constantine covers. So
I think you're up first.
Yeah, I did first. My first one is Hellblazer. I think it's 72.
72. Yeah.
That's just dope. The Statue of Liberty skeleton. I love it. Just a great cover. Next one is, I think this is 76.
75.
75. Hellblazer 75. That's just, it'll.
Looks like I cut a fart and you're going to smell it.
If you look up Man Crush, it'll say Lopez and Matt.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Lopez.
So, number 4, it's Hellblazer 75. I think it's just dope. And then this is the number 3. I did the John Constantine. It's the Hellblazer Volume 5 cover. And it's just, I love it because it's Volume 5 Dangerous Habits. So it's got the fucking, he's standing on a pack of smokes, what I think is great. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is John Constantine, the end of the Volume 1, Marks of Woe. I just like that. He's lighting a cigarette off the tarot card as they're spinning around. I think it's a great cover. And then number 1, nothing beats Hellblazer number 1. That's just, what you think of, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. Those were my top 5.
Mine is my number 5 is the cover for the trade paperback for Original Sins for Hellblazer. I just like him sitting there with like the dead. It's basically sitting on the dead Pegasus with a cold beer and a smoke in his hand, little band-aid over his eye, looking like mayhem.
We used to do mayhem.
Number 4 is Truth and Justice. Number 3, I just like that.
That is a cool
cover
cover.
a lot with like the witch. It looks like the witch doctor in the back. Number 3, of course, like Kyle said, the Sam Universe Hellblazer where he's lighting the cigarettes with the tarot cards. Like he's Kyle. It's just a great cover that he's doing it with all the tarot cards. Number 2, Hellblazer Rise and Fall. I just think that's an awesome cover with the skeleton and half face, still with that cigarette. And number 1, John Constantine Hellblazer number 12. I just love the contrast of the black with the red hands and then his face. I just think that's a really well done cover.
No, I didn't know they had a Constantine and the House of Mystery animated short on HBO Max. I'm going to watch it now.
Yeah,
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
But that's it for the top 5 this week.
Sam picked our top 5 and he didn't even do it.
Right?
Sorry, I thought I had 2 more hours to get ready. Then I
He thought it was 3:00. It's all right.
So the new rule for the podcast is everybody has to be ready by Friday.
That's a good rule.
Kyle's making rules now.
I hate to do it. I'm not that kind of guy, but it just looks like it's what has to be done.
Pretty soon I'm going to hear
Not
that
my
the
dad.
only- Pretty soon I'm going to be told the only say I have is behind the scenes.
You're not my dad.
Probably.
Kyle rule number 1. Everyone has to be
Number
ready
1,
by
make
Friday.
it fun.
So,
All right, so I guess that brings us to Movie Wars, right?
yes, sir. So I actually remember to get with Pete to have him put it up. So we did Apocalypse Now versus Saving Private Ryan. And your guys' votes, Saving Private Ryan fucking murdered. I wouldn't say fucking murdered, but it murdered Apocalypse Now. So now we're going to do...
Yeah, it was 7 out of 74 votes, 61% Saving Private Ryan, 39% Apocalypse Now.
Yep, you're right. Rule number 1, no Marco.
The sheriff is not on patrol.
Not today. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing Save It Private Ryan versus Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. That's not a war movie.
And I just think that just for the outcry of our movie where everybody was so up in arms over Tropic Thunder, and that it's now Saving Private Ryan versus Tropic Thunder.
Lori and Marco were all up in arms. That's not a war movie.
So when I was like, what?
Damn, it's like Marco is here. That's probably like the best Marco impression I've ever heard. All you have to do is say word salad, salad bar, and something great about the state of Michigan. And I think you're nailed it.
That's not a war movie.
Oh,
So
man.
we'll have this up probably Monday or Tuesday for you guys to vote on. So I'm assuming it's going to be Tropic Thunder versus something. We'll see. Ah, yes.
Never go full Marco.
Never go full Marco.
Tropic
Never
Thunder.
go full Marco. Ask Sean Penn. You never go full Marco.
Lopez of Ohio.
Ohio's a shit state. It's all about Michigan.
Pure Michigan. The great state of Michigan.
Everybody's from Michigan.
Ed said full Marco is funny.
You never go
Full
full
Marco's
Marco.
hilarious. It is hilarious. So,
Cartoon Wars.
so be sure it'll be up. I'm going to message Pete after the show and have him Try to get it up by Monday so that all you guys can vote.
Yeah, good. Make sure to go over to Univision channel, click on that community tab, and vote for Movie Wars, which leads us into this week's Cartoon Wars.
This is where got fucking murdered.
Yes. So we had Gargoyles versus Batman the Animated Series out of respect to the passing. Last
Kevin
week
Conroy.
of Kevin Conroy. And so we did Gargoyles versus Batman the Animated Series. And like Kyle said, it was a murdering.
It's fucking murder.
95 of you beautiful bastards voted, and 84% were in favor of Batman the Animated Series versus 16% for Gargoyles.
Fucking murdered.
Gargoyles standed no chance. So then in this segment, I was like, I got to find something to keep it competitive. So for this week, Cartoon Wars, we're going to pit Batman the Animated Series versus Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Ooh. The original animated series from like the 70s?
The original, no, the 90s.
No, the 90s one.
90s.
Animated series, yes.
Ooh.
The Fox Kids.
I
Spider-Man.
don't know. I bet Batman still wins, and we're going to be putting it up against Ninja Turtles next time.
Oh, it's going to lose against Ninja Turtles.
I don't know, man. But there you go. Make sure to vote. And again, go to the Renovision channel, click on that community tab, and make sure to vote for not only Movie Wars, but Cartoon Wars. Your choice of Batman the Animated Series versus Spider-Man the Animated Series. I actually thought that Gargoyles versus Batman would be a little bit more, would be a little bit closer than it was.
No, I knew it was going to get slaughtered.
But
yeah, it's going to be
Joe
Batman.
Doolin says it's Batman hands down. Only X-Men Animated Series could challenge Batman. You think so?
So
I don't know. I
Batman
think Ninja
wins,
Turtles.
let's do X-Men then.
It's Batman, Tyson says. So there you
Yeah.
go.
So this
Oh,
week,
hello.
for
Little
my
nip
sexy pick of the week is, well, hello, Jessica Alba.
With a little nip slip there, just for the algorithm.
Just a little nip slip
Just for
for
the
the
boys.
algorithm. She's still hot, not as hot as she was in Idle Hands. That was like,
Are you going to take a drink and toast?
I toast her in Idle Hands, but we gotta appreciate her nip slip in this shirt. Still very attractive. Well, hello, Jessica.
This particular photo is probably 10 to 15 years old.
Looks like she's got a lazy eye.
It's just the way she's turned.
Invisible blouse for the invisible woman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
And then we have our
that was
what
last
the
week.
fuck story of the week.
That was last week.
Oh, this was last week? All right.
Do you know why he did that? You guys know why he did that? I don't see any reference to the reason why he did it. So there's a series called Sword Art Online where people could wear.
Talked about it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. He did. He said this is where it came from.
Didn't you
Okay.
give me I thought you put a what the fuck story in our chat.
No, I was just thinking about it like 5 minutes ago. Fuck, I need to. If I did, I sent it to you in chat.
Yeah, I think
In
you
our
sent it
chat.
to me in our chat. Yeah.
And then I didn't put it on the. Because I was just thinking about it when we were doing Movie Wars. Fuck, I didn't do it. What the fuck?
It was the German man finds $4.7 million check for Haribos and gets gummy bears as reward.
Yes, that's right. He got 6 bags of gummy worms.
Whoops.
For finding a check.
I sent you a picture, right?
Yeah. Well, you sent me the whole article.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and put that up there.
All right. Grab it real quick.
I was like, that's fucked. That's fucked. But yeah, I forgot I sent you that. That was awesome. German man finds $4.7 million check for gummy bears. And, yeah, they gave him like 6 little bags of gummy bears.
Hopefully not sugar-free.
Could you imagine? Someone had to have been fired over that. The German man says a German man saw a piece of paper fluttering across the floor in a train station in the city of Frankfurt last week. Was shocked to find out that it was made out to the sweets maker Ribeiro for $4.7 million. The man, identified as 38-year-old Anwar, told the German news outlet he contacted the company, told him to destroy the check and then send them a picture of proof. So I'm assuming they got the check reissued then, if they're just telling them to destroy a $4.7 million check.
Yeah.
Once the check was destroyed, Haribo's allegedly sent a package of just 6 bags of sweets as a reward.
That's fucked.
He said, I thought that was a bit cheap. He told the German newspaper, thinking that he saved the company millions of dollars.
I mean, they're just going to cancel and reissue the check.
Yeah, one of them was black licorice, it looks like. Ugh.
Also, they gave him shit candy on top of it. Shit that Marco likes.
Mm-hmm. That's not a war movie.
I like black licorice. So, yeah. I would have tried to cash it. Fuck it. I would have endorsed that shit. I would have wrote my name as Oil Habrio. Habrio.
Well, they said, whilst we recognize that this was a cross check that could not be deposited by anyone but the company this was addressed to, we were grateful that the man took the time to contact us, and we were pleased to share a sweet gesture with him as a thank you. You basically give him a middle finger, dude. Like,
no way. Come on.
Yeah.
What does he expect? Like, Nobel Peace Prize? Come on, man. You found a check. Good job. It's not like anything can be done with it. So he shredded it. Good job. They were going to cancel and reissue the check. Like, it was great that he found it, but they really didn't need him to find it.
No, but he took the time to call him and let him know, hey, I found this. And then
so he got some free
licorice.
gummies. He got some free gummies.
Black licorice.
Maybe he liked them. Maybe he said, what are your favorite Haribo?
And then he said, he probably also followed up with, that's not a war movie.
That's not a war movie. I can't believe you guys put that on your list.
All right, it's dodgeball time.
Dodgeball update time.
That's not dodgeball.
That's not a dodgeball movie.
All right. Is there any
Now I just sound like what's his name from Jimmy Neutron? Carl from Jimmy Neutron.
That's not a dodgeball movie.
I'm Carl Weezer. I like Jimmy's mom.
It's not a doll. It's an action figure.
Can you enlarge that by any means?
No, that's as big as it goes.
What if you?
That's what she said.
Marco would ask for candy corn.
All right. So this week, me and my dodgeball league co-founder, we went to the other league in town called Cactus Dodgeball. The guy who's throwing at me he was part of the national team. He calls himself a professional dodgeballer. And you can see everyone else kind of bracing for impact. And I'm just kind of like nonplussed by their efforts. So I just do a quick little head dodge. But they were aiming for my head. They were trying to take my head off. This was late into the night. We'd already been there for almost 2 hours, and they were now trying to go for my head because I was getting them out, and they were struggling to get me out.
Dude, Matrix type reflexes.
And I was pretty pleased by my response here. So here he goes, and woof, just my head, and then his buddy follows up, whoosh, other side, whiff number 1, and here comes whiff number 2. Boom.
He said they were throwing them like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, they were throwing about 80 miles an hour. I did get hit in the face one time by another one of the other guy's pitches, and it just like I was jumping and turning to the side like this. I had my hands up like this to avoid hitting the ball, and it just like swiped across the front of my face, and it stung. It stung pretty bad.
So why do they have you guys all standing in a line then? Like
You don't have to stand in a line, but because
dodgeball.
because the other guys throw so hard, you try to get as much distance between you and them as possible. And so they were all standing on the back line like me, but they were like bracing for impact. And I was just standing there, just like, well, let's see what they got. So they throw right at my head, and I was like, whoop, whoop. But yeah, that's part of the thing that I'm trying to do is make dodgeball more watchable, more entertaining. And I think this form of dodgeball is not fun at all to watch. I think it's very boring to watch because everyone just stands on the back line. You get a ball back, then you walk up and you throw it at the other team, and then they walk up and throw it back at you.
Yeah, it's super boring.
It's really boring to watch. So my quest is to make not dodgeball just fun to play, but as much fun to watch as it is to play. So we went there for research to see what kind of fun you could have watching their style of dodgeball. And I just don't think it's very fun to watch at all. It is fun to play, but it's exhausting because their court is so big compared to ours.
Anyway. They don't like it when they come to your guys' court. They don't think it's fun either, though, right?
They think it like two people have come and said it was a lot of fun. And two people have come and said it was quote unquote barbaric. Both of them use that same word, barbaric, because we're in a small court and we throw it hard. But we're trying to make it fun for you guys to watch, not just for the players. Anyway.
But speaking of fun, what is more fun than playing dodgeball? Playing dodgeball in an official Triple D dodgeball shirt.
Get your shirts, man. The shirts are still selling. They're doing well. We've added the tank tops, and they come in different colors and styles. You click on the shirt and it brings up a list of colors that you can buy.
I just think
in different styles.
That V is not deep enough on that tank top. It needs to be a real deep V. I'm talking
no, I get you.
Middle of the chest deep V.
The only ones that are only black are these ones right here. So if you go to some of the others, go down to the red one in particular. Like you can get different colors of these. There should be a lot more than those, but at any rate, different styles, different colors available on the shirts.
And they make great holiday gifts for the dodgeball fan in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyson said he would have went for the balls, not the head.
That's what I always say. I always go for the balls.
You're aiming for more of an area because even if you throw it off a little bit, you've got the whole stomach region. And
yeah, those guys were definitely aiming for my head, and I was definitely aiming for their nuts. I go for the nuts.
There you go, Triple D dodgeball.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. I love you guys in the chat. Make sure to catch the Star Wars show tomorrow. Make sure you catch the Totally Awesome show on Wednesday. Make sure you check out Mail Call Madness.
Are they doing a pack show this Wednesday since Thanksgiving is Thursday?
Oh, you know what? I will be in Vegas on Saturday, so I'm not going to be. I don't think we're doing a show, are we?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here, so. And I'm not bringing a computer or anything with me for the weekend.
No, go enjoy Vegas, man.
So if you guys wanted to do a show, be my guest. I don't know.
Nerds.
There'll probably be a tack show on Wednesday. Like you can they can. It's like the Thanksgiving Eve show they can do.
So you can hear like maybe they'll do a tier list of Marco's favorite Thanksgiving foods, and it'll probably just be like,
"That's not a turkey."
Yeah,
I like ham.
I like asparagus.
You call that Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That's not how we do it in Michigan.
I like marshmallow in my candy yams.
I put spaghetti in my chili.
I like raisins in my stuffing. I put spaghetti in my chili. You all look like you probably eat your Thanksgiving dinners at a salad bar.
That's where I'll be. I will be at a buffet salad bar for Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yummy. Got to go before 3 o'clock though, because all the buffets in Vegas close at 3.
What?
Yeah, the buffets in Vegas ever since COVID, they close at 3 o'clock in the afternoon now.
The
Oh,
fuck?
Yep.
All of them?
I think the only one that's open late is the I think the one at Caesars opens at 4 p.m.
Gonna have to
But-
Google that because I wanted to do the buffet at the Cosmo.
Have you ever had the buffet at the Bellagio?
I've had the buffet everywhere in Vegas. I'm
Dude,
fat.
we ate the Bellagio buffet when I was there for my bachelor party, and it's expensive, but they've got food from all kinds of food there, man. Like you go for breakfast and they've got your pancakes next to fried chicken. It's crazy. So good.
Dude, the Mandalay Bay has one of the best buffets out there. I remember one time when I still ate seafood before, like, seafood didn't taste good to me anymore. We were at Treasure Island, and I got a plate, and my plate was, like, right here, and I was holding the crab legs to, like, right here. Back to my... That's all I got was crab legs. And they were like, "Sir, would you like a cracker?" And to crack the crab legs. And I was like, "Nope." And I was just grabbing the forks. I was just digging into them and bending up the forks. And they kept coming.
You're scaring the other diners.
And dude, like,
Please use our
crab were flying everywhere on the people and shit. I was like, "Yeah!" And they kept coming up to me, "Sir, we would really like to give you a crab cracker." And I was like, "Nah, I'm cool." And I'm just ripping them open with a fork. And I look behind me, the people behind me, like she's got like crab stuff.
Oh man.
I do that with bacon
Well,
too.
Have a great trip, Carl. I got to run, but you
Yeah.
can have a great trip in Vegas.
All
All right. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode of Saturday Night Special. I want to thank everyone in the chat for being so fantastic. Joe's Doolin said one final thought. Kyle went full Randy Quaid.
I did.
So, yeah, well, thank everyone for watching. Make sure you, like Kyle said, make sure you check out all the great content on Renovision across the channel. Make sure you check out Star Wars tomorrow night, Tax Show on Wednesday. Have to do it. Mail Call Madness on Friday, or you can come watch Absolute Geek, whatever you prefer. We're cool with either. And then we'll see you guys
It's time for
in 2 weeks.
On Patrol.
It is time for On Patrol. Maybe we'll see
On
Marco
Patrol
patrolling
Live.
the chat. All right, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.